Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Axe Japan and welcome to another guitar lesson. And this week we are taking a look finally at Soichiro Yagami Light's Dad's theme from Death Note. So I've been wanting to do this one for such a long time. I've done quite a few Death Note covers so far. This one's always been at the top of the list to do, and just for some reason I haven't done it, but someone the other day commented asking, for this one, and I said, yep, it's on the list, and I just thought, screw it, I'm going to do it right now. I just think the Death Note soundtrack is just a genius soundtrack, and this song is no exception. This song is just crazy good. I love it so much. Just, as soon as you hear this, you basically get like the entire anime just playing through your head. If you're as much a fan of the anime as I am, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so before we start learning this, just a few things to go over. So we're capoed at the 3rd fret. A lot of the Death Note stuff is capoed, normally at the 5th fret, but this one's 3rd fret this time. Guitar tone-wise, also we're in standard tuning. So if I play an E major chord at the 3rd fret, it should sound like this. Guitar tone-wise, using the Kemper with a Marshall JTM 45 profile on a kind of low to medium gain setting, and rolling down the volume a tiny bit just to clean up a little bit, and then we'll increase that later. And for the solo lead part, I'm using an Earthquaker Devices Life Pedal fuzz pedal. Well, it's not a fuzz pedal, but it does have a fuzzy quality to it. It's a certain amp distortion, which I just think is the closest I could get to the tone of this lead part, which is just such an amazing guitar tone. And we're using a Strat copy, and we're on the neck pickup, which is definitely what they're using, or what whoever is playing guitar is using for this song. So if you haven't checked out the cover already, please do. It should be up at the same time as this. Link will be in the description at the end of this video, but if you're here to learn this song, then let's do it. Intro! Okay, so the way I played it in the cover, I'm playing the bass notes that go along with the melody of the picking part. I'm not actually sure that this is done in the recording, because I think there's a lot of other instruments that are taking care of the chord changes. So it's not really necessary for the guitar to do it, but I'm going to show you how to do it with the guitar so you can actually play it yourself, and it will sound, how it should sound, because you're playing the bass notes along with it. Okay, so I'm going to play through the main first 4 bars of the song, and then we'll break them down. Okay, so that's the first 4 bars. So there's not much room for error here. Every note is pretty precise, which this is what makes it kind of tricky. So the first thing to do is to put your first finger on the B string 1st fret, and then your second finger on the G string 2nd fret. So we've basically got an A minor, but without the bottom string. Okay, so we've got these 2. And then we're going to use our thumb. To play the bass notes on the low E string. So thumb on 3rd fret, so it's kind of awkward. You could, if you want to play this with other fingers, you can. I just find it easier to use the thumb. Okay, so we're starting off with this. Okay, slowly. So that's the bass note on the E thumb, 3rd fret, to the G string, back to the low E, back to the G, and then the B, the G, and then the E. And then we're going to pick the high E string open, and then back to the E, and then to the B string. Okay, and then we're going to change the bass note there. So all together. Okay, and then we're going to go to just an open A. So all that is pretty much the same picking pattern, except at the end we go, which is the B, and then we're adding our pinky on 4th fret B string. So we need to let that ring, so you don't want to take your pinky off of that note. Okay, so then we're going to use our thumb and we're going to cover the 1st fret on the E string. Okay, and then same picking pattern. Just the same. And then we're going to play the high E. But this time we're going to go high E and then bottom string and then pinky back on the 4th fret B string. So you're going to have to take that off when you do this picking pattern. So when you come out of the one before, when you play that B note there, you have to make sure that your pinky's off, otherwise it's going to be the wrong note. But then, yeah, then it's going to go back on at the end. And then thumb back up to where we started, 3rd fret. And then we do this. Same picking pattern, and then just at the end. So it's the B string, then the 4th fret B string, and then 2nd fret G string. Okay, so everything's really similar. It's just slight changes, and that's what I find quite tricky, because it's like, oh, which one, like which kind of pattern am I doing this time? Because they're all so similar. It gets a bit confusing as to which one you're doing, like which ending, if you know what I mean. So I'll just play from the F1 to the end. And then we just repeat. Okay, and then we just repeat that until basically we get to the point where instead of going from the 1st fret back up to the 3, we go to open. So that sounds like this. Okay, so it's just the same picking pattern, and we do that ending. And then we're going to change the bass note to the D here. This is just a cool little random bit before the phrase starts again. So yeah, so we just do the same picking pattern on the D. So the first one, and then the second one. Okay, so it's, you know, ones we've done before, it's just, you have to just learn the endings and then put them where they need to be. And then we just repeat that. Another guitar comes in there, just plays the same thing. That's when I just increase the gain slightly, just by turning up the volume a little bit. And it just goes basically from there into the solo part. And before we get into the actual lead playing of the solo part, the guitar just kind of does the same thing. I think one guitar just keeps playing the picking pattern all the way through. One difference that happens if you're playing along, when it goes down to the open E string here. So yeah, so it goes to the like the first fret, and then it goes back to open, back to the D. This is when the guitar is doing the crazy like. So yeah, so the pattern just changes a bit. You know, you just go back and forth between the open and the first fret basically. And then it just goes back in normal, but you can hear it. You'll hear it when you're playing along with it, and that's the only difference really. It just plays out the same until the end. I think there is a guitar that strums, so I was kind of I recorded a strumming guitar part for the cover. I just basically played the chords. So yeah, you can get creative with it. I can't really hear a guitar like that in the song, but it sounded good to me, so I put it in. So yeah, I'm just playing chord versions of, and a full A minor chord here, and then F bass, and then like a G major, and then just putting in these notes here, and that's it.
Guitar solo!
Okay, so into the lead part. So I'm going to stick on the life pedal. So I don't have any reverb or anything on this at all, which, probably should have if, I was being faithful to the original. There probably is a bit of reverb or delay. But for now, I'm just going to keep it dry. Okay, so the lead part goes like this. So we could kind of do like a cool fade in if you play like a G. If you play like a power chord on the 3rd fret. And then slide into it. I'll try and do it. There we go. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're sliding in right up to 17 on the D string, and then we're going to bar the D, then we're going to bar the G, the B, and the E, and we're going to play the G, the E, and then the B, and then we're going to play 16 on the B string, and then back to 15 on the B, and then the G here on the 15, and then back to the B on the 15, and then we're gonna put our 3rd finger down on the 18th fret on the B. So we're gonna basically make this chord. So we've got the 15 here on the G, and then the 18 on the B, and then we're gonna play like the last part of the bar, so just the B and the E string, and then we're going to play the 16 on the B. Okay, so all together. Then we're going to repeat. So from that chord, we're just going to bring it down, play the chord here, So the 16 on the B, and then 15. So I'm just playing the G and the B string here. And slide it again. And then that time we just keep it on the 18 there. And then we're into these bends. So they're just power bends. You're just keeping the E here on the 15 and you're bending up on the B string just a half. So it's a very discorded chord here. Then we're going to come up here and go 18 on the high E, but keep the 15 on the B. Just for 2 times, and then we'll come back down again. And then we just repeat the solo part. Just do that again, and then it's just back into bends again until it's finished. And that's pretty much the whole song, guys. Very quick lesson. It's a very simple song, very short song, but it's just so complex in so many other ways. Just musically, just the way it's written, it's just genius. So if you have any questions about that one at all, please drop it in the comments below, and I will answer it as soon as I can. Good luck with it. Hope you have fun with it. It was awesome to play this one. It's just one of my favorite pieces of music of all time. I think it's just so powerful, and yeah, it just brings back all the amazing memories of the anime. So yeah, so enjoy that one, guys, and yeah, take care, stay safe, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.